You know, I heard the other day that nostalgia is a form of grief, or feeling nostalgic about something, which I thought was pretty interesting. But today we're going to be talking about XRP, Hedera, some rumors with that. What's going on? Are they changing their staking rewards? We don't know. We're just here. What else? We're going to talk about the crypto markets, just different types of news, regulatory stuff. You know, the Fed, we don't need them anyways. But apparently they want to remove our interest from stable coins or whatever, or something like that. We're going to cover that. It's just ghetto behavior. It's ghetto behavior. Is there anyone even advocating for retail anymore? Does crypto even care about retail? I don't think they do. I don't think any of the C-suite people, any of the ivory towers do. I think that they're just really comfortable in their positions and just happy about that. But either way, welcome back to the O Show. Everything crypto every day. I will be live streaming on X moving forward, adding to TikTok, YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, YouTube. I always forget. But like this video, comment, share it, repost, do all the things because we got a lot of news. And I also wore the ACDC shirt for you guys because I got a lot of comments on that. Everyone's like, oh my God, that's a cool shirt. So I wanted to wear it again. Also, I got this at the thrift store. Most of my clothes are from the thrift store. The pants I'm wearing from the thrift store, some really cool stuff. I did want to show you guys this before I get started with the news because I'm super, super excited. This record. I forgot I had this. So this is a Atco Records. It's a promotional copy. I think it was my father-in-law's. But it's like old school AC/DC and it's in like perfect condition. Beautiful record, like beautiful, beautiful record. He didn't write on this. He wrote on a bunch of the other ones. He's dead now. Alcohol's not good for you. Good guy, good party guy. He was a wonderful cowboy. But anyways, R.I.P. Pops. Let's go ahead and get into it though. We got a lot to cover. First, let's give a shout out to our channel members. Good morning to Lawrence, to Mr. Dale, to Mr. Legend, Timp, Guzman, Mr. R. Who else is here? Gorgeous Alexandra's blessed us today. She's here. Shout out to Tim. Tim gifted a channel membership to somebody. I'm not sure who it is yet. Lauren said, how do they fit so good? Look so new from the thrift store? Because I get good stuff. Good stuff. I got a good eye. I've been doing it for a long time. But anyways, the way that, again, you guys, the way we're shouting people out is you have to be one of the members on, you got to be one of the members on YouTube, pay for the membership or do it through X. And I will give you guys shout outs. Unfortunately, I cannot shout everybody out because stuff, those types of things happen. It's just a lot of stuff. We're a small little team over here. So with that being said, let me check and see if we got any comments from any stuff. Shout out to Phil. Phil is watching over there, but let's go ahead and get into it. And all you HBARians, you guys need to repost this because we got some rumor. Is it a rumor? Is it not a rumor? What's going on with it? All kinds of things. Anyways, first little titty bitty of the news show over here. Let's see. This is going to be about spot ETFs. We're going to talk about spot ETFs. Shout out to Mexico. Hey. Well, let's see how this works. All right, let's see if we can get it to work. Oh, we did it. Okay. So this is from Mr. Eric B. And he took this work from Mr. James, which I love James, awesome guy. They're both ETF expert folks over here. But he said now there's 155 crypto ETP filings tracking 35 different digital assets. Could easily end up seeing over 200 hit market in the next 12 months. And I wanted to talk about this a little bit because again, I really think that if we do get an altcoin season with the super cycle, then it will eventually, a lot of the liquidity and the money is going to come from these spot ETFs because that's where the money is right now. Everybody's absolutely exhausted. There's really, really no money from retail anymore. So that's unfortunate, but it looks like Solana, Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum are kind of leading here. Some other notable ones I think are awesome. I love that we've got Cardano here. I love we have Chainlink. We've got 3 different ones for HBAR. So shout out to the HBAR community. That's awesome. And a lot of other notable things as well. Ondo, Link. So that's good. Chainlink and Link, why is there 2? Anyways, I'm just here. So I think that that's going to be good for the market long term. Hopefully, we get those approved soon, but at the same time, it is what it is. And another very interesting story over here is FalconX. They are going to be acquiring ETF manager 21 shares, which is a pretty big name in crypto. And a little bit of the details over here. Well, it's a Swiss ETP provider, 21 shares. I always get these guys confused because there's so many of them. And FalconX is a US-based institutional crypto prime broker, which provide big investors, not you, because we're poor and we're dumb. At least that's what public servants think we are, with trading, lending, custody to help them buy and sell crypto easily. So FalconX is connected to the Trump family through its financial advisor, Dominary Holdings, and is one of the biggest and the hugest most connected investors in the space. The deal will combine FalconX's trading and derivative infrastructure with 21 shares ETP, distribution, and product expertise. The merge will focus on structured crypto products and derivatives, moving towards standard spot ETFs. 21 shares manages over $11 billion, not too shabby, across 55 ETPs, and they also handle over $2 trillion in trades, and they are considering an IPO, which makes sense. In addition to that, the Trump family is really expanding a lot with crypto, and I know that there's a lot of mixed thoughts about that. Me personally, this is why I always tell you guys on the show, always, all the time, always, all the time, to growth ethically and legally within the constraints of the law, just like the ivory towers and just like the public servants do, primarily because laws are not necessarily created to protect people. They're created to let certain people get away with certain things. That's my personal opinion. So if you're able to grit ethically and legally within the constraints of the law, shout out to Lawrence for the $10 super chat, then you could continue to make money, because that's exactly what they're doing. Is it wrong? Well, kinda. But at the same time, it's what all the other public servants are doing. I don't know. I operate differently, which is probably why I'm not insanely rich. So maybe I need to modify. Just kidding. I'm not going to do that. But anyways, that's kind of what's going on with that. And I thought it was interesting. People are going to get mad about it all the time. Oh, $5. Another $5 super chat from John Legend. Thank you. From Lawrence for John Legend. I don't know what's going on in the chat. You guys are being crazy. But anyways, let's keep it going over here. All right, let's keep it going. We also have. We talked about that. Sorry, guys. ProShares. This is part of the XRP news as well. But ProShares has officially filed for the ProShares CoinDesk Crypto 20 ETF, which will be listed on NYSE. And some of the notable projects on here, we've got XRP over here. Shout out to James Rule XRP for posting that. I'm just going to go ahead and click on this. But we got XRP, Solana, Cardano, Chainlink, Avalanche, Hedera as well, which is pretty cool. And of course, Near, Aave, different ones like that. But I think it's awesome. I think that this is good long term, and I think this kind of tells you what institutions and accredited investors and all the ivory towers, I feel like this is kind of what they're leaning towards, where we're going to see money flow into. But not financial advice. You do what you got to do. Now, this story over here, XRP lags market rally, but volume tells a different story. A 9.5% activity surge above weekly average suggests stealth buildup ahead of catalyst window. So they're basically talking about XRP price action. I don't really care for other people's work when it talks about price action, because I like to do my own analysis. But at the same time, when we look at the entire market, which we will do that right now, everything is kind of down right now. Not super great, not super fine, not super fantastic, but that's okay. Co-AI is up, but we're kind of like in this crab market when it comes to crypto. I want to say Bitcoin did okay yesterday. And then we got a bit of a pullback. Yeah, we were doing okay yesterday. We got as high as what? 114,000, and then a really nasty drop. So we're trending down again. So of course the entire market's going to trend down as well. It kind of is what it is. As far as XRP goes, we're getting minimal price action. Everything is kind of falling down as well. Ethereum, the same thing. The entire market looks absolutely disgusting today. 3,800. Solana is at $182. Chainlink is down as well. ADA is at 69 cents. HBAR dropping as well. And I feel like the moral of the story here is that shout out to Tim for the $20 super chat. I appreciate it. Moral of the story here is that market's going to do what the market's going to do. Bitcoin is an outlier. That's just what we've seen and is what it is. And then as far as when the altcoin season is happening, there's no liquidity right now, or there's not capital flowing in. The way we're going to get capital flowing is, and I personally think, with the crypto spot ETFs. But moral of the story is you got to be patient, and you're going to have to think like long-term investors. You're going to think like the Black Rocks and the big institutions. Is what it is. I know it's hard to hear. I know it's what you don't want to hear it. But there's that. Also too, what else? There's more stuff, all kinds of things. This is the big XRP story. And then we're going to get into HBAR, the rumor, the speculation. I think it's a confirmed rumor. I don't know. I have to check. I've been like running around this morning, like a crazy person. But again, these articles are good because it gives you an insight from different analysts, which is great. Fine, fantastic. I personally like to do my own stuff because I come from a little bit of a trading background, tiny bit. But moral of the story is XRP, I'm not worried about it at all as far as price goes. The community is way too big and we're starting to see a lot of institutional excitement happening with that, especially once we get the crypto ETFs approved. So we need to hurry up and get the government open again. And in addition to that, apparently for Mr. Trump, as of November 1st, tariffs on China will be about 155%. It's just kind of happening right now. It sucks. And, you know, we're just going to let the public servants go at it. Now, more news. This one comes from RippleX. So compliance handled, speed unlocked. Braille has integrated XRP Ledger to solve the biggest payment pain, moving regulated value easily. Let's go and read a little bit more about this. What does this mean? What does this mean? We'll see. So stablecoin platform Braille, which we're going to talk more about stablecoins and the Fed and them not wanting us to give us interest on it, which is absolutely absurd. Because way back in the day, my great aunt, she worked at the bank, Chemical Bank, before Chase was Chemical Bank. And we used to get interest. They used to get interest in all kinds of stuff. You go in the bank, they would give you a coffee, they'd give you a cute little lollipop, all of that stuff. And they would give you interest and free checkbooks. They don't even do that now. What is going on? They should give you interest because they basically force you. The way society is set up, they force you to deposit your money into the bank. They take that money from the bank, your hard earned dirty fiat currency, and then they invest it and they screw around. And then when they need to get bailed out, we bail them out. So they deserve to give us some sort of interest, which is why it's the biggest Ponzi scheme. I digress. So stablecoin platform Braille integrated XRPL to support regulated stablecoins. Businesses can now issue USD-backed stablecoins via Braille on XRPL. RLUSD, that's built on Ethereum and XRPL, smart move over there, can be used for settlement across XRPL and Ethereum. And the target users include builders, fintechs, and enterprises needing regulated infrastructure. Good for them. Happy for them. Also, some little Binance news over here really quickly. BNB is officially available to trade on Robinhood. Congrats to them. And Binance also posted, this is for like people that use Binance that are not in America because we can't use it here. But basically, you can top off your Binance account with USD powered by BPay Global. So cool, happy for them. You can deposit USD with Swift cards, Apple Pay, Google Pay, withdrawals available too. Cool for them. But again, the exchanges are kind of advancing really fast, and they might be better than banks. Who knows though? Anyways, now let's go and talk about the little stuff from Hedera Foundation. And I asked everybody, I says, what's going on? What is going on? And nobody told me. So we've been kind of piecing things together that we've seen on X. So they posted 800. I hope that's 800 hash browns. I hope that's what it is. But basically, we went ahead and we did some grok over here. But grok says this is likely refers to account 0.0.800 on the Hedera network, which is the official staking rewards account. It's used to distribute HBAR rewards to users who stake their tokens to network nodes, which could be a teaser for an update or milestone related to staking. So we groked it because that was kind of what was going on. And of course, Mr. Zeppi, who is from the foundation, he went and posted this. Reward calculation may temporarily be inaccurate. So I'm thinking that the staking thing is going to end up playing out. And then this account over here, Tata, I hope I say that correctly. They posted that Hedera staking reward account 0.0.800 just funded with 200 million HBAR worth $42 million, which is awesome. So thank you guys for posting this. But apparently they're going to be updating staking rewards and all kinds of great stuff, which is awesome. And I think that's wonderful. I love to see it. I like to see foundations that actually listen to their communities and do those types of things and give grants and that type of stuff. Hedera Foundation is good with that. I think VeChain, they're good with that too. And then if you guys want to comment the other ones you think are really great at it too, I would love to learn more about it. But I think it's really cool and it's exciting. And now we got to talk about some unfortunate news. Kadena, they posted a public announcement yesterday and they're gone. They're done. They were the only layer one POW that scales, allegedly. And this is a really sad this is a really sad post because just before that they announced that they're kind of shutting doors due to market structure and whatnot, they had just got back from this event, ETH Global Hackathon. This was reposted by a Kadena dev, Kadena. And I just think that sucks. Like, it seemed like they kind of knew, but waited. And a lot of people lost a lot of money. It just sucks. Like, I understand market conditions are hard right now. I understand there's a lot of issues in crypto in general. Like, we've got a lot of really intelligent people that are running projects that are not properly allocating tasks or delegating tasks to people that are well versed enough to maintain it, as far as partnerships go, as far as marketing, communication, those types of things. So I know that are even really able to manage finance. That's a big issue that we do see a lot in crypto. But at the end of the day, it's really sad. The thing that hurts the most is the community. The community is going to be, a lot of people got wrecked from it. And again, I don't know too terribly much about it. I kind of saw it on the feed, but I don't know, maybe there should have been a way that they could have like done a vote or whatever. I don't know, use a DAO and vote, hey, should the community take over? Let the community take it over moving forward. So I thought that was really sad. It was just really unfortunate to see. A lot of people are really bearish. They're talking about like how bearish this is for the entire industry. Which, yeah, it is. It's not good. It's not good when anyone fails, because we're all trying to build really dope things. But at the same time, I feel like this is a big like wake up call for a lot of different crypto projects right now to be like, hey, we need to get our spending under control and we need to get our priorities under control. We should be focusing on this, and this. And the cool thing about crypto is like, these are all kind of like publicly run companies to an extent, because people care, because the community voices their opinion so heavily, which is good. But that's when you kind of but you could potentially lean into the community, be like, hey, what do you think we should do? Or do you want to help with this? And then issue different types of rewards. I don't know. I'm just an idiot on the internet. So don't listen to anything I say, but I just think it's really sad to people who lost on that and whatnot. And this is why we talk about moonbag so much. Moonbag is when you do your due diligence, you dump disposable income into something, number goes up, you start pulling profits, whether it's 2 to 5 times, 10 times, 20%, 10%, and you continue to do this and trade until your bag, you own it 100% free and clear. So when stuff like this happens, then you can like be okay. And I've done this with multiple different projects in the past. And I've got big moon bags of some of these, or little moon bags of some of these, and some of them have gone to zero and some of them have sustained. So essentially, it's like house money. So that's always a good reminder, something to kind of think and denote in your trading and investing journals. If not, that's fine. I don't care if you want to listen to me or not. That's just my personal opinion, because you're here to make as much money as ethically and legally as possible, and that's the best way to do it. Now, it looks like XDC Network acquires Contour to expand stablecoins and tokenization in trade finance. Looks like they're going to be helping banks and businesses streamline trade finance from documentation to settlement. So we're seeing quite a few of this kind of happen over here, which was good. Cool. Happy for them. And apparently Contour specializes in digitizing letters of credit for banks. And they were originally backed by HSBC, Citi, and Standard Chartered. We've got a Standard Chartered story coming up soon. The acquisition aims to expand stablecoin integration and tokenization in trade finance. They support RWA tokenization and fast settlements, and their partners include Circle and Securitize, which that makes me feel a little bit better because Circle's not going anywhere. Securitize is doing a lot of cool stuff that we cover heavily on the show. So happy for them. I hope they continue to do good stuff. Now, Standard Chartered came out, and they've been making some crazy predictions, but they said that Bitcoin could dip below $100,000, and it seems inevitable by this weekend. This was put out, looks like earlier today. And when we do take a look at the Bitcoin chart over here, this is something we've talked about on the shows. There could potentially be a drop below $100,000, and that would be to these areas over here. Down over here, we'd have to break down below this this support line and kind of tap into these areas that we saw back in June. So we'll see if that ends up happening. I wouldn't be surprised if it happened. People that are just holding Bitcoin, they're going to be fine. The people that like to trade with too much leverage, they're not going to be fine, which again, you guys are more than welcome to use any of my leverage ref links. Take responsibility for your actions, not your keys, not your coins, because I make a commission off of it. If not, that's fine too. I don't care. I think you should protect your Bitcoin right now and protect your capital because things are uncertain. Now, Bitwise says a 5% capital rotation from gold to Bitcoin could send Bitcoin to 242,000. We talked about this yesterday. But right now we're kind of on standby with the market for whatnot. Also, this is a little recap from yesterday. Fed Governor Waller says Bitcoin is like electronic gold, which it's cute when they say stuff like that, but he's not right. He's not wrong. And he also says that crypto and Bitcoin are now woven into the fabric of the financial system. And I like that. I think that's a good, I think that is a good way to phrase it. Good way to phrase it. There were some posts about the Fed, about stable coins and the interest and stuff like that. I'll get that for you tomorrow because I don't have it in front of me and I need to really make sure I'm understanding what I'm reading before I regurgitate that information. But, you know, that was nice that he said it. Appreciate it. Also, I clicked those twice over there. It's been a hot mess. The Cobb letter says that gold extends 2-day losses to down 8%, erasing over 2.5 trillion worth of market cap. Gold is on track for its largest 2-day drop since 2013. The crazy thing about this to me is gold has been around for so long. Bitcoin has not. And I really think Bitcoin's going to really surprise people in the long term. Oh yeah, I do need to. Yeah, I do need to pull up my Lend referral fee. I don't know where it is. I've got so many referral fees, or referral thingies. So I'll get that. I will get that for you, Lawrence. But yeah, gold is dropping it like it's hot. We touched to $4,000. It does look like we are incredibly overbought over here. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw about $3,900 to kind of see what's going on with that. But it's never a good day when the market's down. As far as the Bitcoin ETFs go, we've got some news here. So the spot Bitcoin ETFs extend negative streak to 40 days with 40 million in outflows. Oh no, it's bad news. Yeah. So we're not doing good. IBIT led outflows with the 100.7 million. Ethereum ETFs also had 145.7 million outflows. I hope Vitalik does something to save my Ethereum bags, because I really need that $10,000 Ethereum. That would be really, really, really nice. I'd like that this year for my Christmas gift so I could buy my Danzig original pressing record. That'd be great. But you know, you can't always get what you want in life. And my grief from all my nostalgia of when crypto was just pumping like crazy. I'm feeling the grief. Shout out to Nikos for becoming an O Army member on the O Show on the YouTube channel. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. That's a very kind thing for you to do. Thank you for supporting. Let's see if we had any other channel people talking to us over on X, because I'm only responding. Shout out to baby K. Good morning. I appreciate you. And all the nice comments. You guys are just saying some nice things, and I appreciate it. It's good stuff. Now, with it being said, let's go to the next little story over here. Senator Loomis pushes U.S. regulator to finalize open banking rule backing crypto. These are all great stories. But we're still in a shutdown. Okay, so it's not going to happen anytime soon. But apparently, I'm glad that she is advocating. She's always been pretty good on advocating with us. But she's in this article here, she urged the CFPB to finalize open banking rule quickly to prevent banks from blocking access. Oh, this is the story. Blocking access to crypto and other industries they politically oppose. Isn't that so crazy? In America, we're still dealing with this. Like, is it called redlighting when they don't allow certain groups to have access to certain things from discrimination? The fact that it's still, that's exactly what this is. Exactly what it is. Oh, thank you, Doc. I appreciate it. Yeah, I go through stuff fast. This is the thing about me. I am not going to sit on a live stream for 4 hours. I'm not going to do it. I'm not. Nobody cares. No one cares. I'm not. No one cares. You can handle maybe 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes of me. I'm a lot to handle. I'm not for everybody. But nobody wants to see my dumb face on the internet for an hour straight, 4 hours straight. And I'm not going to sit in spaces either. I enjoy doing them every once in a while. But come on. I mean, if it was with a bunch of music men, yeah, I would love to do. I would sit like this. But it's so much more fun when you're sitting on the floor like this, looking up at them while they're playing guitar. That's way more fun. Yeah, no one's going to be here for 4 hours. I don't want to be here for 4 hours. I need to eat. I'm actually going to make a ribeye today. Anyways, back to this story about, it's just crazy. Like, you're basically not allowed, like, red lighting or redlining, whatever. Redlining? No, I don't want to sit on the internet for 4 hours. I do that enough. But basically, those types of things, that's illegal. Discrimination is legal, but it's still allowed. It is still allowed, and it drives me up the walls. I wouldn't watch myself for an hour. I don't even like to look in the mirror for 2 minutes. Why would I? The damn foundation I'm using is disgusting. My face looks all so I had to order a lighter color. Please don't even get me started. That's a whole nother thing. I just got dizzy from doing that. I need to eat. For breakfast, I'm going to have, this morning I actually had had apple, and I put some cinnamon on it, and I put some caramel because I was really hungry and normally fast. But I'm gonna have an egg and some ribeye because I go to Costco and I cut them up and I freeze it. I took it out. I need that, and I'm gonna put some mayonnaise on it. Oh, you can, yeah, rare ribeye. I love it. I love it. Yeah, no one wants to see my dumb face. No one wants to see anyone's dumb face on the internet for that long. Is it? Ooh, Docs, you can send me one of them steaks, honey. You do that. Okay, back to this. The rule allows consumers to securely share their financial data with third-party via APIs. It's essential for linking bank accounts to exchanges. Okay. Banking groups sued the CFPB over this. They claimed it increases fraud risk and forces banks to provide free access to their systems. You want to know where the fraud is happening? The fraud is happening on social media platforms. The fraud is happening because they don't have any fraud unit to stop this stuff. So this is why fraud happens. That's why it happens. So the public servants and the social media platforms and all the lobbyists and all the BS, they are the ones that need to do something. And stop playing these games, really. The internet has been around since what? Like 95 or something? And it's almost 30, 40, I don't know how many years. And you guys still can't figure out how to stop fraud from happening? This is an internet problem. This is a lack of care from the social media platforms and the banks and all kinds of stuff. It's ghetto. Please. Aw, thank you for gifting another Lucky Charms. That's rude. Don't you ever come on my stream and tell me you're eating Lucky Charms because I don't eat cereal anymore. No, I want some. I got Lo the Enid from Wednesday cereal from Target the other day because she wanted it because I spoil her. But she got in trouble. Anyways, back to it. But the rule emphasizes that consumers, not banks, own their financial data. They don't. Our data is everywhere anyways. Our data is everywhere. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Our data is everywhere. I get a million calls from Coinbase. I got 3 this morning. Blocking the rule would impact stablecoins liquidity and the broader crypto ecosystem by eliminating fiat to crypto conversions. Without open banking, connecting traditional bank accounts to crypto platforms would really be nearly impossible. Loomis said it's a big day for Washington's for digital asset market. Rude. I want Frosted Flakes. My dad used to eat those too. Brian Armstrong will be at the White House to help advocate for the bill. Great, fine, fantastic. Thank you, Brian, for advocating for that. Now, with that being said, the banks are taking advantage of us. The crypto exchanges, I can't wait for them to become banks. I can't, because we need some sort, actually all we really need in crypto, we need some sort of FDIC insurance. That's what we need. And we also need some sort of fraud place where we can submit X, Y, and Z happened. This fraud happened to me. Somebody extorted me. Somebody did this. Somebody did that. Because we don't have a place to do that. What do you call the FBI? And then it takes them like 20 years to get back to you. You call the Treasury. So frustrating. And the crypto exchanges aren't even better. They will get you for like all this ridiculous stuff. It's just a hot ghetto mess. But anyways, that's a show for today. Really congratulations to the XRP army, because the XRP army is probably going to outtrade the entire stuff. Everybody's rude right now talking about cereal. And to Hedera. Why? Because they're listening to what their people want. Yeah, we have insurance here on our 401ks, but I'm talking about like fraud that happens on the internet. But yeah, I gotta go eat. I'm hungry. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to share this and yourmom.com and stuff. And I got more. I got at 2 p.m. PT, I've got a dedicated media for you guys on YouTube. And then I got my TikTok I'm going to post. The 6 p.m. news recap on YouTube, the short, and then I'll post on Instagram. Anyway, send y'all love and light. Goodbye.